Right, Abhijit. Last session we discussed about method overload. What is method overloading? Same method name with different
Different parameters.
sir, different type of parameters under a single class. Now we want to
Mhm.
concentrate on method overriding. Method overloading we done. Now we wanted to concentrate on method overriding. Method overriding. What is the definition of that one? Writing of two or more methods. Two or more methods with the same name, with the same signature. Nothing but same parameter list. Method name is same. Previously, method name is same. Parameter list is either number differentiation or type differentiation. But what I'm saying, writing two or more methods with the same name. The name must be same with the same parameter list, but not under single class, under super and subclass. Super and subclass is known as method override. Previously, we worked within the same class. It's called as a overloading. But we wanted to work with now super and subclass. In the super class, I wanted to write one method. Same method I wanted to present with the subclass. That is called as override. Same method name with the same parameter list. Sir, where we have to override this main method overriding, sir. Similarly, some points I wanted to give. Private, static, final methods does not support method overriding. Does not support method overriding. So where we can implement this type of logic, try to observe. Try to see one example for method overriding. Our com.java, this one, right, under polymorphism concept, overriding. Class method override. Method override demo. Method override demo. Try to observe here. I wanted main method. Click on finish. Click on finish. Right. Try to see class Adobe class some class name, class ABC class. Observe you are working with Adobe Shop, Adobe Reader. You are going to working Adobe Reader. Some versions are come to existence. Okay, for that version, I wanted to give some description. Void one method name Adobe Info. Understand? Here example purpose I am taking Adobe Reader. Some 9 version. Class name is Adobe Reader 9. So there is a one method they are presenting. Give some description about your product. They are going to giving about this information. Just taking as a string version of the software, as well as one more thing, int size means how much MB size is there that software. Similarly, several products you can take. Wanted to give you about. So are you working with Adobe? You said what is your work profile, Abhijit? Some customer wanted to learn Adobe Reader, purchase Adobe Reader or use YouTube software. So when 9 version is going to be released, your concerned sales persons or someone, they are going to explain about this out. So you are just giving the details about that product. Version, system.out.println of version. Version is equals to plus version. plus version. Similarly, file size is there, MB, some MBs is there. Try to changing that one also. Some description, one method name. What's the method name? Adobe info method. In that method, some logic there is a written. Size method. Size method, they are going to present it. Size after that one also. So your super class name is Adobe 9, Adobe Reader 9. So here I wanted to write one subclass. In the subclass, I wanted to access the properties. Suppose they plan to release one of the new version of Adobe Reader, assume Adobe Reader 19. 9 is there, 19 is there. 9 version is there, 19 version is there. In the 9 version, proposed version is 19 assume. They not written any method, writing extends subclass. Extends Adobe Reader 9. Superclass name is Adobe Reader 9. In the subclass, they are going to writing subclass. Here we try to start an execution. Superclass contains method. Subclass is not released. Understand? Adobe Reader 19 is not released. In the market, 9 is running. What customer is going to be doing? Started execution from main method. Subclass object. Subclass object we creating. Subclass object we creating. Subclass name is Adobe Reader 19. Class name, object name is equals to new class name. Class name, object name is equals to new class name. You created through that object. You wanted to call the method A1 dot what is the method? Adobe info method. Suppose Adobe 19 is not released. Obviously, your salespersons are going to be explaining about version of that one. Version of that one is Adobe 9. Size of that file maybe understandability purpose. Some 9 MB, 10 MB look like this one. Understand? So you're trying to create an object for subclass. Accessing this method. Your method is not found. Automatically goes to 9 version and retrieve the information. Just understandability purpose, one statement I am writing. This out. Adobe 9 info. Adobe 9 info. Some name. 9 version info. 19 is not released. What they are going to explaining you? They are going to explaining about the details about 9 version. Giving the details about 9 version. But now your company is going to be launching with 19 version. Same method name. Method name is Adobe info. So here same method name with same parameter list. Method name is same as well as parameter list also same. But now you are giving the version of 19 version. Giving the version of 19 version. You created object for subclass. And when 19 version is released, they are going to explaining about 19 version only. See once, previously this is not there. Obviously cursor goes to superclass and retrieving. Presently this method is there. Obviously getting the data from subclass. Superclass and subclass both contains same method. Obviously subclass object retrieve the information. Sir, I wanted old version, sir. Suppose customer 1 wanted to know the new version. Suppose old customer wanted, old one is there. Somebody already using, they are not going to be removing that information. So that's right. You created object for superclass properties. If you created object for subclass, created object for superclass properties are going to be executed. If you created object for subclass, obviously subclass properties can be accessible. Version is 9 version. Adobe 9. Next, size of that one is some maybe 9 MB or some value. This one. When you doing this one, created object for subclass, obviously subclass property. If subclass is not available, then only goes to superclass. If you created object for superclass, obviously goes to superclass and retrieve the information. Old version is a 9 version. 9 version is replaced with 19 version. That is called as a override. Old one is gone. In that place, new version is come to existence. Suppose customer wanted to utilize, they are ready to utilize 9 version of Java only. They are not interested to work with 9 version of Adobe. They are interested to work with 19 version. Overriding. Old one gone. Old one is going to be replaced with a new one. Even your customer asking, obviously explaining about that one. But already existing customer is there. Existing customer is going to be getting that information. That is called as a override. Same method name with the same parameter list. Here I given one more point also. Private, static, final methods. What is this final method, sir? Previously you find the method Adobe Info method is working fine. But now I wanted to say that is a last version. Adobe 9 is a last. They are not interested to launch any version. That's why they wanted to make it as a final. If they done the final, see here, getting the error. Final method cannot be override. Private, static, final methods cannot be supported overriding concept. So this is a thing. So you are trying to make it as a private not supporting, static not supporting, as well as private, static, and final methods does not support override. Overloading, no restriction on access modifier point of view. Overriding, there is a restriction on access modifier point of view. Overloading is done within the same class. Overriding is done within the super and subclass. Old one replacing with the new one. Sir, I wanted to give one more thing also. Old one reference with new one. Instead of writing this line of code, when you're writing, obviously subclass properties. I am writing this line of code. Obviously, which class property is going to be getting observance? So here, created subclass object, its properties. Created superclass object, its properties. Now I plan to write superclass reference to subclass. Adobe A3 is equals to, previously that class reference only, new Adobe 19 subclass reference. Adobe 19. Through that one, A3 dot info method, A3 dot Adobe info method version is 19 version. Size of that one is some size, maybe 19.01 or something. Subversion 19.01. That's size is 35 MB, understandable to purpose. Even what we doing? Subclass, obviously subclass. Next, subclass to only superclass. Here now, superclass to subclass reference. Superclass to subclass reference. Obviously, subclass only. Old one is gone. New one is replaced. Obviously, it gives the details about this one. Forcefully only you calling, old data is going to be getting. When you created object for superclass only, so superclass properties accessible. Superclass to subclass reference. Obviously, subclass details only getting, because of overwriting is done. Overwriting, old one is going to be replaced with a new one. Superclass and subclass based you are going to working. That concept is called as a method overriding concept. Up to this one is known as object orientation. Apart from this one more thing also we wanted to concentrate. That concept is inner classes concept. Inner classes concept. Last concept of object orientation, inner classes concept. Still, we wanted to work with classes, separate classes with it. Is there any provision to write class within the class? Is there any provision to write class within the class? So while we working with a class, not secure, working with abstract class, partially secure. Why? Because observe, class, everything is showing the data. Class, everything is going to be showing the data. Abstract class, partially. You see this one. You see in this one, class, nothing is hidden. Abstract class, partially hidden. Work with this class. Class, nothing is hidden, everything is presented. Everything logic is presented. Abstract class, some logic is presented, some logic is going to be hidden. Interface, all logic is going to be hidden, nothing is presented. But class, not a secured. Abstract class, partially secured. So interface, fully secured, but wanted full-fledged security. Full-fledged security, that point of view, we write the logic of inner class. Inner class is a class which is declared inside of other class. Inner class is a class which is declared inside of other class. So what is this inner class, sir? What is the advantage with this inner class, sir? Where we using this inner class concept in real-time development, we wanted to concept. Inner class declared inside of the other class. So here just one example I wanted to give. Secured. So you wanted to access this part directly accessible, but you try to access the inner class, may not chance to access. There is no chance to access this inner class concept. Inner class is a class which is declared class outer class. Started that outer class, ended the outer class. Inside the outer class, inside that class, they are presenting one more class. Class inner. So here inner class, they are going to writing this inner class, closing that inner class. Side observance. Where the accessibility happening, where the accessibility, which accessibility happening, which is not accessing. So where we can implement this logic in real time. Suppose you wanted to give your attendance. You wanted to give your attendance, or you wanted to make the transaction. You wanted to make the transaction. What you have to do? Can you deposit the cash from home? Can you deposit the cash from home? Sitting in the home, can you update your balance from home?
No.
Possible? Not possible. What you have to do? You must go to, customer must go to bank. Bank is a outer class. So in the bank, after going to bank, you must enter to bank counter. In the counter, the concerned accountant or someone, they are going to making your transaction. Suppose what you doing? Directly sitting in the home, try to access the bank transactions, nothing secure. You wanted to make the transaction, you must go to bank. Inside the bank, you log in as an employee type of login, then only accessible. File one. Secured mechanism. Most secured mechanism purpose, we wanted to use the inner class. So where, which type of inner class are there, how to access them, we wanted to concentrate. So there are Java supported 4 types of inner classes. 4 type of inner classes. Number 1, member inner class. Member inner class. Member inner class. Second one, local inner class. Third one, static inner class. Static inner class. Fourth one, anonymous inner class. Anonymous, without name. Anonymous inner class. What is this one? One by one I will go to discuss. First, I wanted to concentrate on member inner class. Is an inner class which is declared inside of other class. Which is declared inside of other class, but outside of the method. So what is that one? How to do this one? We wanted to concentrate. What is a member inner class? Is an inner class which is declared inside of other class, but outside of the method. Means after completing the method or before method only, it is going to be allowed. That is called as a member inner class. One small example as well as case study also I will go to discuss. New class member inner demo. Member inner demo. Public static void main string of something. You wanted to start the execution, that purpose. So my class is started. Inside my class, I wanted to write one class. I wanted to write one method. Void. Otherwise, I will take one more different class. Class ABC class. Class ABC class. So in the ABC class, I am going to writing one method, M1 method. ABC class, I am writing one method, M1 method. Switch out, understandability purpose. Inner class method 1. Inner class method 1. Closed that method. So here completed that method logic. After completing that method logic, this is my class. Started, ended. Inside that class, one method we finished. After completing that method, I am trying to writing one more class. Here I am presenting one more class. Outer class. ABC is a outer class. Outer class contains one method. After completing the method, I am going to writing one class. That class is called as a inner class. Inner class is a class which is declared inside of other class, but outside of the method. Outer class. M1 belongs to outer class method. M1 belongs to outer class method. Similarly, I am trying to writing one more method, M2 method. One more method, M2 method. Outer class method 2. Method 1 we presenting, method 2 we presenting. Similarly, I am going to presenting one more thing. M3 method. M1 and M2 both are belongs to outer class methods. M3 belongs to inner class method. Inner class is a class which is declared inside of other class. Here also, this is a whole class. This total part is a outer class. Outer class. In this one, this part is a inner class. This part is a inner class. So where we can access which type of accessibility, where it's going to be supported, which type of accessibility we wanted to concentrate. Till now I written this part of code. So total part of code is a outer class. In this one, this part is a inner class part. In this one, this part is a inner class. Try to observe how to access this one. Started my execution from main method. After completing the execution, I wanted to access. Try to creating object for ABC, access all methods. Try to create the object for ABC and access. Creating outer class object. Creating outer class object and try to access. So what is the outer class name? ABC. ABC A1 is equals to new ABC. ABC A1 is equals to new ABC. Created object for outer class. After that one, A1 dot methods. Whatever the methods are there, I am going to call it. M1 is going to be working. A1 dot. A1 dot. Which method also working? M2 method also working. M2 method. I created object for outer class to the outer class object. Created object for outer class to outer class object. I can call the outer class methods. But try to access inner class method. Try to access inner class method is not supported. There is no chance to access the inner class method. ABC object, I am trying to calling the A1 dot M3 method. A1 dot M3 method we trying to call, not supporting. There is no chance. Sir, how to invoke the M3 method? How to invoke the M3 method, sir? This is the outer class method. This is a outer class logic. In this one, this part is a inner class logic. This part is a inner class logic. How to access? So I try to create an outer class object. PQ ABC object. M1 is working, M2 is working. Sir, but how to access the M3, sir? You have a doubt. So you try to create the object for PQR. See once. Outer class object. Access the outer class method. But now, trying to access a outer class PQR. P1 is equals to new PQR. PQR, P1 is equals to new PQR. We trying. So there is no chance. Sir, ABC is working, sir. Why PQR is not working? Because there is no chance. You cannot access inner class properties outside the class. If you wanted to access, there is no chance to access M3 method outside of ABC. You wanted to access, that is possible from any of the method. From here you can call or here you can call. Any of the method, there is only possibility from here. Here you create the object for ABC, M1 method supported, M2 method supported. But there is no chance to access the M3 method. M3 method is accessible from either M1 method or M2 method. Either M1 method or M2 method only. Within that outer class methods only accessible. From different class, there is no chance to access that one. Sir, where we can implement this type of logic in real-time case study? Where we can implement this type of logic in real-time case study, we wanted to concentrate. Try to see once. For suppose, we are working over here, it's this line of code is not supporting, but the same line of code, different class is not going to be supported. From the same line of code is supported with ABC class. That is supported within the ABC class only. After that one, P1 dot M3 method. P1 dot M3 method working. So similarly, P1 dot M3 method, from any of them that can be accessible. Either from M1 method it can be accessible or from M2 method that is accessible within that logic only. Within that logic only that can be accessible. This is outer class. Role outer class. So you wanted to access the inner class. Inner class can be accessible any of the method of its outer class. Any of the method of its inner class. Its accessibility within that outer class. So where we are going to use it, it's working as a firewall method. See once. Outer class method from out. Right. Any of the outer class methods only, its inner class is accessible. One case study I will explain you where we can implement this logic in real work. Abhijit is working with Adobe. If you wanted to give your attendance previously, not on this COVID situations, previously you wanted to working with your company, you wanted to give the salary from your company, what is the procedure? You must go to your company. You must go to your company. Compulsory you have to attend your duties. After going to company only, they will give your attendance. Then only they will going to count your attendance and giving the salary to you. Not now, old days. Not work from home scenario. You must attend your duties. You must attend your duties. What is the procedure you have to do? Employee must go to your company. Inside the company, you must go to your project area and you have to work it. So that logic I am going to apply. Try to observe this case study. What is a case study? Employee case study. Your case study only I will go to explain you. Employee must go to company or must go to company. Inside the company only it is going to be allowed the transaction. Otherwise, banking example also I wanted to do. If you wanted to do the bank transaction, any of the bank transaction, what is the procedure you wanted to follow? I wanted to write the logic for that. Try to write one case study. Inner classes demo. inner class demo. Any of them we wanted to concentrate. Or member inner class demo. Main method we wanted public static void main string of args. I will explain you about that banking application. Class, outer class name is bank. Outer class name is bank. So here after outer class, one method name is there, double balance. Double balance. Initially your account balance is some value is there. There is a one method. There is a one method I am going to writing. See, observe what I am doing. Creating one class name is bank. Bank is a outer class. Class bank. Bank is a outer class. Inside that bank class, ended. Inside that bank class, I am writing one method, balance info method. Balance info method. Balance info method. If you wanted to access this balance info method, what is the procedure? You can sit in the home. Customer can sit in the home and check his balance. Through net banking, he can log in and check the balance. Outer class method name is that one. Bank is outer class. There is a one method, void balance info method. Balance info method. Just this out. Present balance is. Present balance is equals to what you have to do plus that variable name is their balance. Outer class method name is balance info. You started your execution from main method, creating reference for bank. Sitting in the home, try to making balance checking. Bank B1 is equals to new bank. Bank B1 is equals to new bank. B1 dot balance info method. You can check with balance. You can check with balance. Try to observe once. Outer class method, we getting the balance. But now, inside of that one, if you wanted to make the deposit, can you update your balance from your home? No chance. So you wanted to do that one, you must go to bank. Class, bank employee. Bank employee, there is no chance to access bank employee's transaction from his home. What he wanted to do? Bank employee must go to bank. Inside the bank, whatever the missions are there only login is possible. There is no chance to log in from home and do the bank transaction from home. You must, employee must go to. Customer can sit in the home and check the balance is possible, not a problem. Log in with the bank and check the balance is possible. But employee wanted to log in, what he has to do? Employee must go to bank premises. Employee must go to bank premises, must log in. After login only, that is going to be allowed. Class, bank employee. Class, bank employee. Bank employee is a one class. Class, bank employee class. Bank employee class is a inner class. Inner class which is declared inside of the other class. Right? Bank employee class I am going to doing. Bank employee class, inner class. So this whole part is a outer class. Outer class method completed. After completing the method we are going to writing. That's why it's called as a member inner class. Here, void deposit. Void deposit method. Just one statement, not big one. Sys out. Deposit done. Some logic you have to apply. You have to cross check everything. After that one, showing one message as a deposit done. Observe once. Bank employee contains one method name is deposit method. Bank employee contains one method name is deposit method. Outer class method is balance info method, inner class method is deposit method. Try to observe how to access which one we wanted to concentrate. How to access which one we wanted to concentrate. That point of view. Started execution from main method. Try to doing this one possible. But try to doing this one. I am trying to calling the deposit method. Login and trying to calling creating bank class object. Trying to calling deposit method. Sitting in the home. Try to invoke deposit method. Possible or not possible? If possible, nothing secure. You are not going to bank, not inserting any single NP. Without inserting, you are going to making the updation of balance. So there is no chance. Sir, suppose I am unable to do this one, sir. Customer is unable to do this transaction, sir. But employee can do this transaction, sir. Previously, I created object for bank, retrieving the methods of bank. Now I try to create the object for bank employee. Possible or not possible? Try to create the object for bank employee. See this line of code. Try to create bank employee E1 is equals to bank employee sitting in the home. Try to access sitting in the home. Try to access banking server. Trying to access banking server. Possible or not possible? No. Inner class. There is an inner class. Here clearly changing to bank or fix the project setup. Here there is no chance. This line of code is not possible. We cannot access. We cannot access inner class from different class. We can access this one possible, but what is not possible? Accessing this part of logic is not possible. If you wanted to access this one from bank class, within the bank class methods only access. Any of the method of bank class only possible. What we have to do? Must. Customer can sit in the home and access the balance is possible. But bank employee is sitting in the home, try to make the deposit, not possible. What he has to do? Bank employee must go to bank. Inside the bank, he must log in. Then only he can access the bank application. That's why I am going to writing one method name. Void login. Void login. Employee must go to bank premises. Inside the premises, he must do the authentication. After authentication, previously you observe here, this line of code I tried, here not supporting. Same line of code I am trying to writing, accessing or not. E1 dot deposit. Now you observe E1 dot deposit, E1 dot login, E1 dot login. Try to observe once. Must. See, present balance, deposit is possible. So this line of code you tried here not supported. I am trying to directly create the object for employee, not supported. But that line of code is supported from any of the method. This logic is known as member inner class. If you wanted to access bank employee, customer can log in with the home and access the properties of bank, not bank employee properties. But bank employee wanted to access his properties, he must go to bank premises. Inside the bank premises, one method or anything logic, after authentication only he can access the properties. There is no chance to access the properties of bank employee. Working as a firewall, most secured application point of view, we use inner class concept. Inner class is a class which is declared inside of other class but outside of the method, which is known as member inner class. Hold for a moment. Abhijit, till now clear?
Yeah, till now clear, Sai.
We wanted to concentrate on this anonymous inner class.
Yeah, it's clear. Sai, I guess your voice is breaking up in between now.
It's clear, you know?
Yeah, it's clear now.
Actually, right, instead of here we mentioning the class name. Here we mentioning the class name, but that class I am presenting inside the class. Yeah, without name
Okay,
is going to
and
be in the, yeah.
the override is something that we need to write inside an anonymous
Override
class,
is
right?
called as a annotation.
Annotation, yeah.
Annotation is a additional information. Automatically, when you're working with IDE, automatically getting that one. No need to write by
Mm-hmm.
you, automatically getting. So here,
Mm.
observe this part. Second step. Here I'm removing this part. Removing this part, we getting error. What is the error? This is a subclass or implementation class. Step one,
Mm.
creation of interface, writing of subclass. In that subclass, it is compulsory. Here you're not writing, it is compulsory to write the logic. So that's why
Yeah.
what you have to do, their method is above superclass contains or full interface contains that method is there. Just you overwriting that method. Previously, that
Mm.
method is there, nothing logic is there. But what you wanted to do, you wanted to write some additional logic or new future you wanted to write. When you keeping the cursor with SBI, showing
Mm.
showing one in unimplemented method. When you keeping the cursor over here, you observe here it's showing as a unimplemented method. Unimplemented method. Click it. Automatically the method is coming over there. Automatically the override clearly saying to Java compiler that this method is already there with above superclass or interface. Now we making it to override. That is not a Java code. Giving the
Mm.
additional instruction to Java compiler. This is not a Java code. Giving the additional instruction to Java compiler known as annotation. There is an annotation concept added from JDK 1.5 version. I will explain which type of annotations are there. How to create user-defined annotations also. This is built-in
Okay.
annotation. Override is a
Okay. Okay.
built-in annotation. Suppress warning is a built-in annotation. Similarly, how to create our own annotations also possible with the development. We are going to discuss about that.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I need to so if we say remove just override at the rate override,
No issue.
right?
No issue in the coding.
Okay, no issues with the coding. Okay,
No
it's
issue
just
with the
kind of
coding. Just giving the additional information.
readability kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
JVM
Yeah.
understandability
Okay. Okay.
purpose, we give the additional information. Even though you remove that
Okay.
override, no problem. But giving the
Okay. Okay,
additional
sir.
instruction only, not at all problem. That is
Hmm.
annotation, not a
Okay.
Java
Yeah.
code.
Now it's clear.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Right. I will going to send you all these things as well as recording also. Maybe
Okay.
zip format I will send you. Complete around
Sure. Sure.
maybe big file will be come to you. Tomorrow
Okay.
which time?
Tomorrow is Monday, right?
Yes.
Monday. Yeah. Let's do it at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
9 o'clock?
Yeah. If you want to do it early, just let me know. It's perfectly fine with me.
Not a
I'll
problem.
try
I will
to
share
wake
at
up.
9 o'clock.
But
9
weekends I
o'clock.
prefer to sleep a lot. Now that's why.
Okay, okay. Take a lot. Not an issue.
Yeah.
Share at 9 o'clock. No.
From Tuesday till Friday, Saturday, basically. For till Friday, we can do it at 7:30. That's perfectly fine with me, right?
Your wish. Not at all problem. 9 o'clock
Okay, okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, 9 o'clock tomorrow then.
Right.
Okay. Okay, Sai. Yeah.